He needs to be saved.
Hey everybody, how's it going? And welcome back to another episode of The Binding of Isaac Repentance. In the last episode we had a run, this episode we're gonna have a run. It's gonna be fun, I'm gonna get my mouse out of the way there. Normally, it's about 10:19 at night. Normally I would record, say, an episode of Elden Ring right now, but it's a little late for that, honestly. So, we're gonna come in here and we're gonna do an Isaac run, and I think that'll be fun. We played as Lazarus last time, which was fun. We got pretty far, but I think we're going to play as Eden this time, who's a very unique character. Eden, you get tokens to play as Eden whenever you beat Mom's Heart. So, if you run out of those tokens by dying a whole bunch, you'll have to wait until you've beaten Mom's Heart again in order to play as Eden more. Yeah. Let's get into it. Now, the fun thing about Eden is that Eden starts with a random passive item and a random active item and random stats. And it would seem that we started with Cursed Eye. Fuck my life. And we also started with a pill, which we're gonna take. Tears down. It sucked. We have a very slow fire rate, and we have Bob's Brain, or not Bob's Brain, Bob's Rotten Head for an active item. So, Eden is really cool, one of, if not my favorite character in the game, just because of the randomness that they start with. It's, like, there's literally no two starts are exactly the same, although also, that's the seed, Q2WC8E8N, if you want to play along on this fine episode. If you want to do that, go ahead, it would make me incredibly happy. See if you do better than me. So, when you have Eden runs, they are seeded, so the items that you get will be, if you enter the same seed and play as Eden, you'll get the same items as me. But, they're still completely random otherwise. So it's a lot of fun. Hopefully none of you heard that burp, and hopefully none of you are commenting on it now that I've drawn attention to it. Otherwise, you know, our HP is pretty good. Monstro's not a super hard fight. We just have to be careful to not be hit whilst we are charging Cursed Eye. I think I explained this item in a previous episode because I think I took it because I'm a big silly. But basically it's a little charge shot, and if you get hit while you're charging it up, you will get teleported to a random room. It sucks. It's probably one of my least favorite items in the game. But we're not going to give up because we have a 3 streak, which means nothing. Just means we've won 3 times in a row. But I don't usually win that often, so I think the biggest streak I've ever had is like 5 wins in a row. And I've played, I don't even know how many thousands of runs. But Monstro's dead, which makes things pretty easy. He dropped this item, Consolation Prize, 1 to your lowest stat, which appears to have given us extra tears, which is very useful. Kinda sucks that tears were our lowest stat, just because, you know, it's always good to have more of that. But now that it's better, we'll have an easier time charging Cursed Eye and not getting hit and getting teleported out of God knows where. Alright. Oh boy. Definitely thought I was getting hit there. But we made it out of there without any damage whatsoever. The item we get is Ball of Tar. I don't know if we've had that in a previous episode. Eventually I'll get to the point where I've had everything and I'll just be talking out of my ass constantly. What Ball of Tar does is it makes it so that you leave this little trail of black creep, which is what it's called, behind you, and it slows enemies down who walk over it. You also have a chance to shoot like shots that slow down your enemies. It's pretty alright. That's what Bob's Rotten Head does. It didn't do a ton of damage, but it did appear to put a little poison cloud down, which I don't remember Bob's Rotten Head doing. So, I don't know. I probably added that in Repentance. Also, it's been a minute since I recorded my last Isaac run. Technically speaking, at this time, I haven't uploaded a single one of them. I've just recorded them because I enjoy this game. So I think we fought Envy at some point? I don't know. Envy's a giant pain in my ass. It's a giant pain in everyone's ass. It's just a collective ass pain, which is, you know, something that you should get looked at by a doctor if you're able. Down to the next floor. If you like pina coladas and getting copyright struck. Now we're on the cellar. We've gotten a spirit heart in the last floor, which is going to be critical to this floor so that we can have a chance to get a deal with the devil. Remember, if you have taken red heart damage, so damage from one of your red hearts, your chance of getting a deal with the devil on whatever floor you're on goes down significantly. This is an arcade. I think we talked about this on a previous episode, but basically you can sacrifice some health for money. And then we're going to come in here and we're going to buy another spirit heart. And we're also going to donate some money, because more donation equals more power equals yay. Alright, nothing too crazy yet. Those red fires suck, because they can fire things at you. And we're already at the boss. I could go and find the item room first, but I think that we're just going to go and fight the boss, and it's the Haunt. The Haunt is one of the more difficult first floor bosses. Did I say blosses? Mostly because of this phase with these guys, because they suck. But this phase is also not fun, but it's made easier by our slowing shots, actually. But the Haunt will fire those little fan shots, and also that brimstone laser, which sucks. Ah, and I took damage. Ah, well. We were going pretty well there, honestly. I don't think there's a single person who likes to fight the Haunt. Although, come to think of it, it is a serious case of those like, oh, what's that one Bruce Lee quote? Don't fear the man who's practiced 10,000 punches. I fear the man who's practiced one punch 10,000 times. That sounds about right, right? Mr. Dolly, Ranging Tears up. So there are some people that are probably like fantastic at fighting the Haunt. I don't remember if we got these items last time. I don't know at all. We're gonna take them both though. The Mark is a damage and speed upgrade, and it also gives you a Spirit Heart, I believe, or Black Heart. Might be different, I have no idea. And Contract from Below is an item that makes it so that items are less likely to appear when you're when they're like consumables are less likely to appear, like keys and bombs and such. But when they do appear, 2 of them drop, like that. Which, depending on how your luck goes, it can be bad, it can be good, it can be fantastic. Doesn't really matter right now, I took it because it's alright. And our item room is Mini Mush, which is a speed and range up. It also makes you smaller and adorable. Look at how adorable I am. Can't you look into my eyes and just see how adorable I am? I'm not terrifying at all. And we're gonna come in here again. We're gonna donate some more money while we still have the chance. Alright, 73 cents. Which is about the amount of money that I have to my name right now. Pick up that Eternal Heart and head on down to the next floor. Don't know if you guys could hear me itching my nose, but it was a very loud itch and I want you all to know about it. Caves 1. I don't think that's worth it, because we only have 1 key, so I'd like to save that for our item room, rather than use it on a golden chest that might not have what we want in it. So I don't know if any of y'all have been watching the news lately. This will really date the video, but who's gonna watch the 4th episode of some guy's Binding of Isaac Repentance? play through and be like, oh yes, this is where I'm gonna get my news from. But, I don't know if you've been watching the news lately, but there was a little bit of a debacle at the Oscars, in which Will Smith, that's right, the Fresh Prince, smacked Chris Rock in the face over a joke that Chris Rock made about his wife. And now, I'll be 100% honest with you, I don't give a shit about either of them. You know, whenever people are like, you know what, celebrities, I'd like to talk about their lives and what they do and their little interpersonal dramas, it really doesn't matter to me at all. But I do find the double standard to be really, really terrible. That, like, as of today, I believe, they announced that, like, Will Smith was banned from the Oscars for, like, 10 years. Which, you know, okay, fine, if they want to make it so that you can't slap somebody during your ceremony, alright, fine, I guess that's a valid thing. But there are, like, there's like a long list of people who are like actual sex offenders that not only didn't get banned from the Oscars, but also like won Oscars, whilst people knew about like their sexual offenses. And that's just fucking wild to me. Like, some guy gets up on stage and slaps somebody defending his wife, you know, from a joke. Okay, fine. It's maybe nobody acted with maturity in that situation. Maybe Chris Rock went too far, maybe Will Smith shouldn't have slapped him. But the fact that we're going to ban Will Smith over that, a guy who has otherwise had like a pretty squeaky clean track record in Hollywood, and we're gonna let, you know, sex offenders, you know, not be criticized at all. Forgive me if that's a little weird, but like, I'm not the only one, right? Shit is just fucking wild. Bambino? I don't know if we fought this guy in the last episode. I think we did? I don't know, everything blurs together. But Bob's Rotten Head actually did quite a bit of damage to him, which is useful. I have no idea how to dodge his, like, attack that knocks things down from the ceiling. But I guess it didn't matter because we killed him pretty easily. Booster pack. We'll pick up those items in a second. Deal with the devil. It has Dark Bum. Woo! Two of clubs. Doubles your clubs. And by clubs, I mean bombs. Two of hearts. Hearts. Two of spades. Spades. The world. So we're going to use this two of spades and double our keys. We're going to use this two of clubs and double our bombs. The magician's worthless. Two of hearts is also worthless. The world is alright, and we'll probably take it down to the next floor. It'll reveal the rest of the map on the next floor. So, Dark Bum, which I'm pretty sure we haven't had yet, is an item where it gives you this little familiar guy. And what he does is he'll go around and he'll pick up red hearts and then give you different things when he collects them. Now, he gave me a pill, which I'm guessing they probably changed how he worked in Repentance, because previously he only ever gave you blue spiders and spirit hearts, and sometimes black hearts. And sometimes red spiders that tried to hurt you, but more often than not he gave you something useful. So clearly they nerfed him, which is fine, but hopefully he's still a fantastic item, just less fantastic. Plus, you know, he's a Dark Bum, which is just a wonderful name for an item. And we killed that guy. Justice spawns another red heart. See, there's the spiders that I anticipate normally. Keys and money. We have not found our item room yet on this floor, so we're definitely not going to skip out on that shit. I'm super proud of myself for not having been teleported with Cursed Eye yet. I usually die pretty quickly after having Cursed Eye, so to have started the run and have made it to the 3rd floor, honestly, I'm proud of myself. Even if we don't win, I'm gonna count it as a victory in my book. I'm gonna get that sack. That looks like a good sack. It was an alright sack. Let's buy the sack. That nearly blew me up. We're gonna not talk about that. Oh! There's options. Fantastic item. If it works like it did previously, what it does is it makes it so that when you kill a boss, you get a choice between 2 items instead of 1. Very useful item. There's a tinted rock back here. Can you see it? Doesn't matter if you can. Mr. Me has appeared in the basement. I think that has to do with opening chests. The Hermit, not that useful. Juicy Sack, sticky babies. That is another item that will leave an entirely different trail of creep on the ground that will slow enemies down, I think. I don't know if it stacks with the Ball of Tar creep, but maybe it does. I have no idea. It does, however, occasionally spawn more blue spiders, so very, very useful. Well, not very, very useful. Fairly useful. Close enough. Alrighty, and then we're gonna come down here, and there's not gonna be a second secret room there. I have no idea where it would be. We're going down to the next floor. I don't know. Everything is pain. Woo! Dreamception. Now, one thing that's weird about these videos is, like, in an Elden Ring video, let's say, I might have an objective, and I can talk about that. There's the teleportation, that's what I get for talking. And I can talk about my objective, and, you know, have a good time with that. But there's also, you know, a fair bit of downtime where I'm like, alright, I'll just cut this part out, you know. This item is Mom's bra. It mass paralyzes things. It's terrible. I'd much rather have Bob's rotten head. Not had a huge amount of luck with item rooms lately. Also, world card. We can see now. Nothing worthwhile here. We'll donate. But, like, I have these trains of thought, and I'll do little bits and whatnot, and okay, fine. But in this, like, there's no real section where it's like, I should cut this part out, you know? And on the first episode, there was a little goof with the very beginning, so I cut out, like, 20 seconds of, like, dead air at the very beginning. So, okay, fine. But, you know, like, every other subsequent episode has been like, alright, guess I'm just gonna talk non-stop. It kinda sucks. I really want to open that red chest, and now I think that it's not worth it to go and back in, unless we pick up a sudden wealth of spear hearts. Which is entirely possible. I also really dislike the changes that they've made to Dark Bum, because him giving pills is just terrible. His pills are often not good. Gluttony is alright though. He'll most likely drop some form of HP one way or another, which we'll be able to use one way or another. And he died. And we picked up the health. Woo! Long live the me. We could go back to that curse room, but I don't think we will. I'm gonna blow up that tinted rock though. I've gotten surprisingly good at catching those, even though I still don't have, like, the tells completely memorized. I deserved that one a little bit. I was holding in a burp, and so that was really what caused me to get teleported there. But y'all can see why I dislike Cursed Eye. But we're gonna win, because my tenacity is greater than any adversary that I could be put up against. Which is at least a little bit true. I actually think that, I'm gonna say this, and it's gonna be like, of course you are, Ryder. There's no possible way that this could be incorrect. But I feel like I'm playing better in these videos than I do normally. Which is weird, because I have no way of proving it, obviously. Because it's not like I've been recording myself playing until now. But I don't know, maybe it's like the talking is like forcing me to focus more on the game. Which is weird to say, because most of the time when I'm talking I'm not focusing on the game. But I don't know. I feel like I had a thought earlier and I must have not finished it. But it's gone now, so you know, we're just gonna continue reacting to the run. Nothing good from those pills. Who's the boss? Mega Fatty. No good. Mega Fatty has a ton of health. But we're actually doing pretty decent damage. and that Bob's Rotten Head hit really helped. So, I don't know, man. Seems pretty good to me. And he dropped 2 Spirit Hearts, which is a fuck ton. Now this is the Cat of Nine Tails, which is a damage and shot speed up, and this is the box, which gives you a bunch of random crap. I'm going with this, because I don't think we need the random crap right now. In certain situations we might want it, but not right now. And I think we're just going to head down to the next floor, because I'm lazy and I don't want to explore the rest. Woo! Depths 1. Honestly, fairly good run right now. We're in a fairly good position. Got a great deal of health. Fairly sizable damage and tears and all that stuff.
Tears up.
That makes it even better. You know, the only sore spots that we have on this run right now are a low luck, relatively speaking. So if we had a higher luck, we'd probably be getting more consumables. But that's a pretty nitpicky thing. We haven't actually been doing too poorly on consumables at all. And Cursed Eye. Like, that's literally the only other thing where I'm like, man, that kinda sucks. And he dropped a Judgment, so he can drop cards, too, which is interesting. Cards are more useful, by and large, than pills, at least in my opinion. The Sun is pretty alright. I think what we're going to do then is we're going to take that over to this big room, kill everybody in the big room, and show where everything is. Like our item room down here. Hopefully it's something incredible. The Hermit. The Hermit. Okay, the Glass Cannon is another item I don't really like. If I felt more confident in my skills, I might take it, but I don't. Basically, ooh, another Justice card. Basically what it does is you can use it to release like this gigantic, super damaging tier, but unfortunately, oh, excuse me, once you use it, it immediately lowers you to a half a heart. Like, it takes away every other heart that you have. So it's really only good if you feel confident in your ability to dodge. And I'm not. I'm not confident in my ability to dodge at all, so I don't usually take that item. Conceptually speaking, it could work if you're good at dodging, but you know, conceptually speaking, I'm not good at dodging, so, you know, whatever, it's cool. When you blow up those blue fires, sometimes they can drop Spirit Hearts, which is very useful. Just a bunch of hoppers. I don't actually remember what Louse does. The trinket. No clue what it does. That's how it is sometimes with this game. You play it for months and months and months, and you're obsessed with it, and then you're like, I have no idea what this item does. And then hopefully somebody will leave in the comments what it does, and then you'll be like, oh, that makes sense. The Cage. It was kind of like a even more powerful version of Mega Fatty. Oh, and we took damage. Best to avoid that if we don't want to get teleported. And I walked over the spikes like a big stupid idiot. Just don't get hit. Like that. Actually, what I should say is not don't get hit, because getting hit is sorta alright right now, just because we have a ton of health. I'd still like to avoid it, but the main issue right now is getting hit whilst charging, because nothing's going to destroy me quite like taking a bunch of damage and getting teleported out. These are both HP upgrades, but this HP upgrade comes with regeneration occasionally. And a deal with the devil. One for Guppy's Paw and one for the Whore of Babylon, both of which I think we've had. So I'm going to take the Whore of Babylon, then I'm going to take Guppy's Paw, convert that heart, so that now we're in the Whore of Babylon state, and I'm going to take Bob's Rotten Head with me. Just because I think that that'll be useful. The Hermit or the Empress? I think that the Hermit will be better for us. And then we're going to go to the next floor. Yay! Cadets 2. Still doing pretty well. Great HP wise. The Whore of Babylon really helps with our speed, which wasn't particularly bad to begin with. And you definitely could have made an argument for taking Guppy's Paw with us, but I've been really liking Bob's Rotten Head. Normally it's not one of those items where I'm particularly enamored with it, but they did change at least some part of it for Repentance. Excuse me. They changed it from a 3 room charge to a 2 room charge, which makes it more usable, A. And B, they made it so that it leaves that cloud of poison behind, which it didn't used to do that, so honestly, pretty worth it. I'm fine. Emotionally, I'm well. Box of spiders. Every 2 rooms you can get spiders. It's not that great. In fact, I mean, it would be alright in some situations. In fact, before Repentance, I probably would have taken it over Bob's Rotten Head, but, you know, the times they are a-changin'. Let's check out this dice room. It's a 1 room. Every day is pain. What do you think, guys? Do we re-roll our entire run? Because I kind of got a good thing going here. And re-rolling our run could lead to death. But also at the same time, I feel like I have to, in a way. I feel like it would make the video more entertaining. Every day is pain. Alright, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go in here. Get nothing from it. Teleport out with the Hermit card. It takes us to this. I would love to buy that item, but I have no idea what it does, and we don't have enough health. Or by health, I mean stuff. So instead we're gonna donate 2 cents. Because I thought we might have gotten something at 80 cents. Be proven wrong by that. And then we're gonna fight our way back to the dice room, and we're gonna re-roll our entire run, because I don't know what's good for me. And when I have fantastic items and a fantastic run and a fairly sizable chance of winning, I'm apparently just gonna throw that away, because I don't know how to play the game.
Something's wrong.
I know, something is wrong with me, particularly. Because I'm re-rolling the run. Alright. Please be merciful. Well, we have the Parasite, which is what's making our stuff split. We have 9 lives. I mean, we have a couple good things. We have Thunder Thighs, which is letting us break rocks by touching them. Interesting. What was in this item room again? Box of spiders, or the item that we have, which is Telepathy for Dummies. Telepathy for Dummies makes it so that you have homing shots whenever you use it. It's usable every 2 rooms. I prefer Box of Spiders to that. It's funny how I was like, oh, you know, I'm really liking the run that we got. You know, I'm liking Bob's Rotten Head. I'm enjoying that. And then I was like, you know what? Fuck my comfortableness. No desire for that shit. And now... What was that sound? Y'all heard that, right? I don't know. We also got that item, which got moved away, which is called, I think it's just called, like, Look, Listen, massive Zelda reference. And what it does is it will move to the wall where any secret rooms are. And we also have another one which does that little wolf sound, and that also makes a sound when you enter a room with a secret room in it. So, I mean, we haven't re-rolled into a terrible run. Not the best, not the worst. I kind of want to get that Dreamcatcher, but I also kind of want to donate. I'm sure it'll show up again. We'll actually put this judgment down, not be able to do anything with it, and blow him the fuck up. Nothing wrong with that. Sometimes you gotta blow up a few eggs to make an omelet. But now we're gonna head back to the boss and fight that anything. Can't think of anything else we'd need to do. Alrighty. One good thing about re-rolling my run is I don't have to worry about Cursed Eye anymore. Which, again, it's the little things in life, truly. Alright. Doing pretty well so far. Our damage is not fantastic. I think that we re-rolled out of our damage at least a little bit. I wasn't paying attention to the numbers on the side, which I should have been. But, you know, it's whatever. Kinda wish I could have brought some more spiders in, but... C'est la vie. And we lost a bunch of health there, which is c'est la on me. Okay. That's not good. Kinda hemorrhaging HP now. Let's see if we can avoid that. Okay, I said can we see if we can avoid that. Every time I get hit, I jump a little bit. Everything's cool, guys. Ultimately, I am alright. I wasn't paying attention to that enemy, and I got hit. Okay, that was bullshit. Alright, we took a bunch of damage. But we got the glass eye, damage plus luck up. And another spirit heart, and we're headed down to the womb, yay! Feels like I'm saying yay a lot. Which, you know, yay, I guess, is whatever. Right. Also, I think we have the compass. Yeah, we do, which shows us where the special rooms are on a given floor. So I think in order to get to the boss, we're going to want to head up. Oh my lord, nearly stepped directly on that flippin' spike edge. I don't know why I said spikeage. Spikeage is not a word. I'm fucking shocked that I wasn't hit there. Like, raise your hand if you thought I was gonna be hit there. You can't see it, but I'm raising my hand right now. Just trust me on this, guys. What the fuck are these things? You see, this is part of the beauty of me playing this for the first time, like, on video. Because you get these guys, and I just sort of look at them and I'm like, you know what? I have no idea what the fuck is going on. And so there's some sort of odd beauty in that. The beauty of complete and utter confusion. Can't get to those, which is alright. And there's a secret room here. I think that's what that means. I have no idea. But there's also a fuckload of teleporting enemies, which is a giant pain in my caboose. Alright, we're dodging. Come on, can you die please, my man? Okay, that was rude and offensive and racist. Justice. Would be great if we still had Dark Bum, but you know, what fucking ever, man. What fucking ever. Let's see what's in our secret room. It's a breed fight, which is worthless. Especially considering I'm gonna fucking die, apparently. Which is whatever. Kinda weird not having the face cam. Because I, can't make funny gestures at the camera. But we died. Whoop-de-fucking-do. Yeah. Don't think there's any reason for us to go back into that greed fight. Alright. We avoided death there. Not a lot else that we can do without probably dying, so we're gonna fight Daddy Longlegs. Which kinda sucks. He has that stomping attack, which could very easily hit us. Alright. Can't get hit at all, which is terrible. Alright, but he's leaving shadows where he does Stippity Stomp. So long as we keep moving, we should be good. Avoid the tears. Okay, avoid his feet, his big smelly spider feet. But you know, Big Smelly Spider Feet was my 14th jazz album. Out from, I was gonna make a joke about some record company, but I can't think of any. I was gonna be like a rap label. Because haha, rap is not jazz. But I physically cannot think of a rap label. Possibly because I am fighting for my life. Def Jam. Def Jam is a thing, right? Like Def Jam music or something like that? I don't fucking know. Oh my lord. Whew. We super duper nearly died there. I'm so proud of myself. Squeezy, if the tears up. Also gives us some more spirit hearts, which is fantastic. Down to the next floor. I was clenching for that entire ride. I just burped again. There's something oddly freeing about not having to cut out the burps. What the— oh. Right, stabby thing. But we have damage. We have at least a little health. We still have a bunch of lives, which is good. So we're in a good position. Unless we get incredibly lucky, this is going to be probably the last floor. I mean, I don't know. The Book of Sin has appeared in the basement. Sick. Tears Heart. Also sick. Bunch of money. Maybe we'll find a judgment. We can play that a little bit to try and get some more cash. But we probably won't. So we can head this way to try and get to the boss. I don't know how I didn't take damage there. And if you don't know either, you can take it up with my fucking lawyer. That was a joke, I don't have a lawyer. Or do I? Bad trip, that fucking sucks. Okay, this room is terrible and awful and should feel bad about itself, and it smells. Okay. You know, considering how terrible it was, honestly, I think we handled it pretty well. Ran a bit of money and a library. The library has Monster Manuel. Monster Manual gives us a random familiar for that floor. And it is called Monster Manual. What's funny is that in the original version of The Binding of Isaac, there was like a typo, and so it made it look like it was Monster Manuel. And I didn't even play the original version of Isaac. I've only ever played Rebirth and on. But for whatever reason, I also call it Monster Manuel. So I don't even know what is wrong with me. Alright. Doing alright. Doing alright. Killing people. Having a good time. Having a good time. I honestly think that these familiars that Monster Manuel gave us might be the difference. This is a bomb bum. We can give him bombs and he'll maybe give us items. Or red hearts, which we can't use. Or money, which we also can't really use. Or red hearts, that we can't really use. I don't think that there's a whole lot of reason to stick onto our bombs, so I might as well play him. Although, I would like him to give me something worthwhile. I would say we'll hold on to some for Tinted Rocks, but I mean, we already have Thunder Thighs, which makes us able to stomp the rocks, so doesn't really matter a huge amount. I just burped again, and apparently it's gonna be my new thing to let everybody know when I burp. So, whatever, I guess. On to the next fight. Mom's heart. Oh boy. Yep. Did not mean to do that. Alrighty. Get your dodging cap on, Ryder. That was a lie. I don't have a dodging cap. In fact, I have dodging underwear because it's never seen. And it has flags on it. A Puerto Rican flag. Don't ask me why. Oh gosh, I'm punching up entirely. Everything's fine. Emotionally, I'm good. That sound came out entirely involuntarily. Everything's cool. You want to run that by me again there, pal? Oh, it hit Dry Baby. Oh my god, we lived. We lived, bitch. Holy shit. But there's a deal with the devil. And the deal with the devil has a hatch. Oh god, the pain. The run's not over yet. Whew. I think we've done this. Transcendence has appeared in the basement, and you unlocked challenge number 6, Solar System. Ow! I think that we, technically speaking, did this in another episode. We might not have. But if you get a deal with the devil, after the mom fight, you can go on down to this other floor shoal. I have never seen those guys before, and honestly, they terrify me. Which is fine. We're gonna... Well, I was gonna be like, we'll fight for stuff in here, but it's really fucking pointless. I don't know why I did that, and honestly, I wasted a life doing so. Hopefully we'll be able to go maybe to that library. Or, you know, we'll fucking run into that shit. And it'll be fine. Come on, pop up. Everything's cool. Oh, the Emperor. We might want to use that. I think what we'll do is we'll get another charge on Box of Spiders. Or at least we would. We're fighting our fellow famine here. And hopefully we'll kill him and not be killed by the flies. And we won't clench up to the degree where I give myself a hernia. Which I don't think is how hernias work, but you know, just roll with me on this one. Oh boy. That's fine. I'm good. Punching is over. And he's dead. Okay. And we did all that for a dime. Okay. Emperor card it is. Satan. Alright, everything's cool. Emotionally, I'm well. This is just phase 1. Alright. Nothing too bad yet. Our damage is not exactly crazy. And of course we got hits. And this is fine. I didn't actually know where it was going to put us. I don't know where else it would put us when we died. But hopefully we can just get through this room fine. And hopefully one of those bomb flies will explode near that second secret room so that we can get into there. Or the bomb will drop. And honestly, those spirit hearts might be the difference between a win and a loss here. I didn't even see that tinted rock. I just need to avoid dying here. Surely one of these guys is almost dead, right? Come on. Pass away, my friend. Shuffle off this mortal coil and get the fuck away from me. Please? Oh, thank Jesus. That's one down at least. Come on. You can do it. I have faith in you. That's a lie. I don't have faith in you at all. Come on. Come on. Everything's cool. I think I'm just not hitting him enough to really, like, do significant damage to him. But I also really desperately did not want to get too close. But we did get a bomb, so we can check out the second secret room, which contains a room I've never seen before. Some more bombs, and a Wheel of Fortune. Oh, we're gonna play this. At first I was like, we're not gonna play it. We're just gonna blow it up, but this has a chance to give us Spirit Hearts. Which could be the difference, guys. It could be the difference. We're also gonna break these skulls, because they can also give us Spirit Hearts. Or Black Hearts in this case. I think we're turning it around, guys. I think we're turning it around. The fortune tellers also give you little fortunes, which are sometimes Easter eggs and sometimes they're just insults. Which is valid, but we have a bunch of money, so we're gonna play this until we're out of money. And then we're gonna burp again, because that is apparently my thing. And we got the crystal ball, which gave us the Hierophant, which gave us 2 Spirit Hearts. I honestly, there's no point taking either of these in, because neither of them are charged. But if I thought I heard a noise there. If I somehow get a charge mid-fight, at least Box of Spiders will have some amount of use. Okay, that's fine. Fantastic damage to start that off. We can take damage, but we cannot take an infinite amount of damage. So don't fucking do that, you moron. Okay, everything's chill. Fucking die, please. Oh, sweet Jesus in the underbrush. Okay, phase 2. Nearly halfway there. Everything's cool. I find phase 2 to be not easy, but I mean, honestly, when it comes to the Satan fight, all the phases are like the first phase is the easiest. Like it's not like the third phase is easier than the second phase or so on and so forth. They're all pretty much gets difficult at an uneven sort of progression. But, you know, we've taken some damage, but we haven't taken all the damage. Okay, that's not good. My voice didn't crack. I'm the peak of masculinity. My voice doesn't crack. My voice is, solidly masculine. My voice only ever goes down this deep. And I think that's the most important thing to note. Tax benefits. I really think that we need to go to war with Chile. Why? Because I'm a warmonger and cool, and I have a deep voice, but because of my deep voice and charming demeanor, you're gonna love me. Vote me for president. Come on, almost there. Just don't take a stupid amount of damage, and we killed him! And the run was a victory. If you like pina coladas and getting caught in the rain, something or something, if you are gay. Yeah, I think we've seen this ending before, haven't we? I have no idea. Yeah, I think we have. The Book of Secrets has appeared in the basement. and you unlocked Judas. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please feel free to leave a like, comment, and subscribe, any of which would mean the world to me, and I do so hope that you enjoyed this video. Thank you all so much for watching. Have a good one.